Hello 11th class students. This is your chapter 3 data representation and it is your lecture number 1. So first you need to understand what is number system. So basically a number system that a computer accept input and deliver outputs in the form of digital signal. Digital signal means either in the form of 0 or in the form of the 1. So it represents the two voltage level, that is high and low. So in this, the number system, it is very important to represent the number as a digital signal because your computer understands only the digital language, that is either in the form of 0 or in the form of 1. That's why we represent this. That's why we represent any number in form of the digital numbers. Okay. So it provides a direct way to represent the numbers in the computer. Now you have two other number system, that is octal and hexadecimal, that help represent the binary numbers concisely, making it convenient to deal with large strings of zeros and ones. So a number system that is known as its radix or base. So whenever you see a number and its base, whatever the base is that, so you can easily identify that this number is belong to which type. Either it is a digital number, octal number or hexadecimal number. So you can see in this example, this 368, the base is 10. So the base 10, it means it is a decimal number. Now this is a number, the base is 2. So this is a binary number. So it is always be represented with this parenthesis and then this subscript. Now first is decimal number system. So in decimal number system, uses the 10 symbol, or we can say the base or the radix of decimal number system is 10. The symbols are 0 to 9. In this, the every digit in decimal number system is identified from its position, that is from right to left. For example, you can see 3, 4, 5. So right to left, so this is the right one. You can see 10 raised to power 2, then 10 raised to power 1, then 10 raised to power 0. Okay, then it always starts the value from the here left side and with 0. So it means 3 into 10 raised to power 2 plus 4 into 10 raised to power 1 plus 5 into 10 raised to power 0, that is equal to 345. So the leftmost digit will be MSD. This one is the MSD, most significant digit, and the rightmost digit will be LSD, that is least significant digit. So this is your decimal number system. Next is your binary number system. So in binary number system, that is either in the form of 0 or in the form of 1, and it has a base, that is 2. So in this, the position are from that is right to left, same. So for example, this is your number 110. So how will you write the positional value? That is, it will start from this 0. So 2 raised to power 0, then 2 raised to power 1, then 2 raised to power 2. Then you have to write the particular number with this equivalent of this particular base or with particular this binary number. With binary base this. Now you can see 1 into 2 raised to power 2, this 1 multiply by this, then this 1 multiply by this, then 0 multiply by this, and the result will come 6. So the answer of 110 is 6. Here also you can see the leftmost digit, that will be the MSB, most significant bit, and the rightmost digit, that will be LSB, least significant digit. Next is your octal number system. So in this octal number system, it uses 8 symbol and therefore it has a base, that is 8, and its range is from 0 to 7. Now you can see this is 140. Now 1 positional value is 8 raised to power 2, 8 raised to power 1 and 8 raised to power 0. Then you have to write these digits according to this positional value. Okay, when you multiply this number, then it will give you the result 96. So this octal number, you can see this is octal number, you are converting it into a decimal number. The base is 10 here. Now hexadecimal number. So in hexadecimal number, the base is 16 and here the symbols are 0 to 9 we will use, and for 10 to 15 we need to write A to F. Okay, A, 10 represent A, 11 represent B. Okay, same till 15. It will give you the answer. It will give you the value of 15 will hexadecimal value F. Okay, now this 10 is represented A and so on. Now in this, every bit in hexadecimal number is identified from its position, that is from right to left. Same way you will write here this A, 16 raised to power 2, 16 raised to power 1, then 16 raised to power 0. Now you have to write these value accordingly. Then you have to multiply the number, you will get a decimal number this. Now there is the conversion. So now in conversion you have a decimal to binary, decimal to octal and decimal to hexadecimal. So first we need to understand decimal to binary. So you can see that at times we need to convert a number from one number to another number. Now distinct methods have been defined for conversion between each pair of number system. So here you are using a number that is successive division by 2, means the radix of the binary number system. Then you have to keep the remainder, whatever the remainder came, then you have to just keep it. The remainder is in the form of either 0 or in 1. Then you have to write the remainder in reverse order. How will you write? See the example. The example is this one. 45 is a number. You have to, this is a decimal number. You can see the base. Then you have to convert it into a number 2. So whatever the base is there, you have to divide that number with that base. This is the formula for conversion from decimal to binary. If you are converting any number from decimal to any number, decimal to binary, decimal to octal, then whatever the base is here, you have to divide that decimal number with that base, and you have to keep the remainder. And then you have to write the remainder in reverse order. So you can see when you divide 45 with 2, then the answer is here and the remainder is 1. Then again 22 divided by 2, the answer is 11 and remainder is 0. Again 11 divided by 2, the answer is 5 and then 1. Again 5 divided by 2, answer is 2, remainder is 1. Again 2 is divided by 2, remainder is, quotient is 1 and remainder is 0. Okay, by this way you will get this answer. So this is the least significant bit and this is the most significant bit. So the answer of this decimal number is this one. Now conversion decimal to octal. Now the same way that you had done in decimal to binary, we will do it with decimal to octal. We will divide the number with 8. Then we have to keep the remainder and then write the remainder in reverse order. So you can see decimal to octal. So this is the decimal number. You are converting it into octal. So by this way you will get the answer this. Okay, same way. Now decimal to hexadecimal. In this the base is 16. So you have to divide the number with 16. Keep the remainder and then reverse the remainder while writing it. So see the example 1678. So you can see the remainder is 2 and then the remainder 11 will come. So for 11 you will write B. Okay, that's why the answer is B2. Now conversion binary to decimal. Okay, now you can see that the multiply each bit of binary number by its place value, that is 2 raised to power n. So you will start it with this one. First write the number, then you have to write the number with the base number, and the base number is multiplied by with place value, and you have to start the place value with 0. So first 2 raised to power 0 multiply by 1, 2 raised to power 1 multiply by 0, 2 raised to power 2 multiply by 1. Same way you will do till 2 raised to power 7 multiply by 1. Then you have to add these number. Okay, add these number and you will get the result 73. Now see another, that is octal to decimal. Okay, first what we did, we converted the number from decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexadecimal. Now we are converting the number binary to decimal, octal to decimal, and then hexadecimal to decimal. So in this we will multiply the number. So multiply the number with with the by its place value. So this is a number, so you have to just divide, you have to multiply the number with its place value. And how this will come? So this 8 raised to power 0 multiply by 7, 8 raised to power 1 multiply by 3, 8 raised to power 2 multiply by 2. By this way you will get this result. Okay, then add this and you will get this one. Now hexadecimal to decimal. So you can see here this A to B. A represent 10, B represent 11. So you have to write it accordingly. Then you will get this result. Now next is binary to octal. So you can see 0 to 7. This is octal number. And how will you write in binary? So this is a binary. You have to write this in this way. So you can see, if you will, here you can see this is a 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1 and 2 raised to power 3. Then you can say 1. So when 2 raised to power 0, it will give you the answer 1. That's why 1 will come. Now 2. 2 raised to power 2. That's why 1 will here. Now again 3. 2 plus 1 will become 3. So now 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 0. It will give you the result 3. Now again 2 raised to power 4. So it will give you the result 100. Now 5. So 4 plus 1, that is 5. So this is 2 raised to power 2 and this is 2 raised to power 0. Now 6. Now this is 4, 4 plus 2. So this is 2 raised to power 2 and 2 raised to power 1. Now how 7 will come? This is 4 plus 2 plus 1. So this is 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 1 and 2 raised to power 1. So by this way you will form a binary table and binary value of these octal values. Now again you can see, as the number of bits increases, there is a need arises of grouping of bits. So this octal number that comprise of 3 bits, that is 3 binary bits that are used to represent the octal number. Now see again. See the next one, that is binary to octal. So this is a binary number. So you have to make a group of 3 bits because in octal we need only 3 bits. That's why we have to add only, we have to make group of 3 bits. So you have to start it with right side. From here you will start. So by this way you will make group by first these number you have to add, then next 3 bit, then again next 3 bit, then again next 3 bit. Okay, so by this way you will separate it each bit. So this group will give you answer 6, this group will give you answer 6, again this group will give you answer 2, now this group will give you the answer 3. So by this way you will see the answer, this one, 3 2 6 6. Now this extra 0 is padded to make it a 3 bits. You can see this 0 is added. So you can add a 0 also so that it will make a 3 bits. Now conversion octal to binary. So this is the octal number. You have to write it in binary form. So this is, you have to just write the number, then you have to write the binary equivalent of that number by seeing the table. Okay. So by this way you will convert it the number octal to binary. Now next is binary to hexadecimal. So you can see in octal number we make group of 3 bits. Now in hexadecimal we make group of 4 bits. Why? Because beta in this you can see the hexadecimal numbers are from 0 to 15. So for 10 to 15 you will write the code, that is A, B, C, D, E, F. So by making these the 4th bit, by making this code you need a 4 bit. Okay, same you can see 8. How the 8 will come? 8 is 2 raised to power 3. Now this 0, 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2 and 2 raised to power 3. So again you can see 9, how 9 will form? This is 8 plus 1. That's why this is 2 raised to power 3 and 2 raised to power 1. And the other remaining bits will be 0. Same way you will form 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Okay, so we need a 4 bits. That's why we represent this in hexadecimal number. Now how will you convert binary to hexadecimal? So this is your binary number. You can see it is a very large number. So how will you make it in a hexadecimal form? you need to make group of 4 bits. So starts it from the right side. So by this way you will starts it. So when you group it, then you can see the 0 1 1 0, then again 4 bit, then 4 bit, then you can see only 3 bits will left, then you add a 0, okay, so that it will make a 4 bit. Then you have to write the number accordingly, that for this bits what is the hexadecimal code, okay, so that you will get the answer. Now next is hexadecimal to binary. So you have to write any hexadecimal number and then convert it into a binary form. So for binary form, you just remember one thing, that while converting hexadecimal to binary, you have to make pair of 4 bits. So you have to write the hexadecimal code of 4 bits. So for 2, the hexadecimal code is this one, C for this, B for this, and 8 for this. You can see these all are the 4 bits. Then you have to just write it in a combined way. So this is the answer, hexadecimal to binary. Next is binary addition. So your conversion is over now. So this is binary addition. You can see to perform the binary addition, we have to follow the simple rules. That is 0 plus 0, it is 0. 0 plus 1, that is 1. Now 1 plus 1, that is 0, and 1 carry is there. So 1 plus 1, that form a 1 0. Now 1 plus 1 plus 1. So in this also, when you run plus this, 0 plus 1, 0, then 1 carry. Now 0 plus 1, that is 1, and 1 carry is still left. You can note, you can see a note is here. If number of ones is in even, then result will be 0. And if number of 1 will carry to left, where n is the number of pair. And if the number of ones is in odd of result, then there will be 1, and number of 1 will carry to left, where n is the number of pair. See the example. So this is the example. This is the number and this is the number, and the yellow part showing the result. So you can see 1 plus 0, that is 1. 0 plus 1, that is 1. 1 plus 1. So it will give you 0, and this 1 carry. Now again 1 plus 1, 0, then 1 carry. 1 plus 1, 0, then 1 carry. Again 1 plus 1, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, then 1 carry. Okay, so you will get this answer. Again see this example also. In this also the same rules applied here, so that you will get the result. Okay, so the answer is here. Okay, now your homework. So these are the total 5 questions. You have to convert these questions into the particular form. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss the solution, or you will get the solution on Edquark. So thank you and have a nice day.